Sensational Sincere here with another video. Let's get right into it and see what this vendor reset has for us this week. Okay, so for our first gear items, we're going to head over to base operations. Vendor has a special ops pack with the inventive on it. The gear score is 270. The armor is 1266. It's roll for firearms 1119, and it has skill power and disrupt resistance. Also, we got a prototype performance mod with 5% sticky bomb explosion radius. And also we got a small red grip with 17% crit hit damage, 4.50% reload speed, and 2% accuracy. And we're still at the base operations. And the advanced weaponry vendor has a large suppressor FDE with 18% crit hit damage, 4% optimal range, and 2.50% crit hit chance with rapid on it. The gear score is 264. The armor is 1757. It's roll for stamina 1140. And it has all resistance, health on kill, and ammo capacity. We also got a tactical pack with specialized on it with a gear score of 269. The armor is 1205, and it's rolled for electronics 1183, and it has health and burn resistance. And then also we have a prototype electronics mod. It has 257 electronics with skill haste for those healer builds, or whatever type of build. If you just want that skill haste, it's max roll for the skill haste, but the electronics, 257, that ain't too bad. And then also we got a 6.50% ballistic shield health mod for those defense builds. Let's head over to Camp Hudson. There has a heavy magazine spring with 3% crit hit chance, 4% crit hit damage, and 10.10% fire rate. I would run this if I was running a prayer build and I just wanted to put bleed on somebody real quick. Mod with 3.50% turret damage. I think the max roll is 4%. For our next gear items, we're going to head over to the Cavern. Prototype firearms mod with 257 firearms and 3,117 health. We're going to head over to Camp Clinton. Special equipment vendor has a Lova C with a gear score of 278, 21% enemy armor damage, and the talents it has is prepared, adept, and swift. I've run prepared on some of my ARs before, so if it was me running this, I probably would roll off that swift. Also, we have a tactical vest with rapid on it. The gear score is 274. The armor is 1874, and it's roll for firearms 1229. And it has all resistance, health, and increased kill and XP. Also here we have a pretty good pair of Savage gloves with a gear score of 266. The armor is 868. It's roll for stamina 1143, and it has 17% crit hit damage, 5.50% crit hit chance, and 5% health on kill. I will definitely roll out that health on kill and put SMG or AR damage. We also got a prototype prototype firearms mod with firearms 253, and it has skill power 3016. And we also got an extended magazine with the 111% magazine size, 4.50% reload speed, and 5.10% rate of fire. I run these. Mines are 120 magazine size, so magazine size clip, I would definitely run this. And then also we have an Omega rifle suppressor with 18% headshot damage, 2% accuracy, and 4.50% optimal range for those guys that are good at landing headshots. Next gear items, we're going to head over to Dante's Run. And here the gear vendor has a prototype performance mod with 4.50% ballistic shield damage resilience for those defense builds. Items, we're going to go over to Wolves Den with a gear score of 271, 19% enemy armor damage. And the talents it has is focused, unforgiving, and vicious. Me personally, I don't run unforgiving and vicious together, but for those that do, you might want to check this out. Items, we're going to head over to Madison's Stand. Percent sticky bomb damage for those sticky bomb builds. Your items, we're going to head over to the Crypt. And here the weapons vendor has an Omega rifle suppressor, For those guys that are good at landing headshots, it has 18% headshot damage, 2.50% stability, and 2% accuracy. 42nd Street checkpoint in the dark zone. It has a prototype performance mod with 6% first aid self-heal. And then also we got an extended magazine with 117% magazine size, 4.50% reload speed, and 2.50% crit hit chance. West 46th Street checkpoint in the dark zone has a prototype electronics mod with 261 electronics and 3% skill haste. Get over to East 64th Street checkpoint in the dark zone. And here the dark zone gear mod vendor has a prototype performance mod with the max roll pulse crit hit chance 2%. For our next gear items, we're going to head over to East 61st Street checkpoint in the dark zone. And here the dark zone weapon mod vendor has a 5.52 hollow sight with 7% crit hit chance, 5.50% headshot damage, and 2.50% stability. We're going to head over to East 58th Street checkpoint in the dark zone. Vendor has a tactical mask with tenacious on it. The gear score is 269. The armor is 888, and it's rolled for electronics 1266. And it has enemy armor damage and burn resistance. And then also we got a tactical vest with reckless on it. The gear score is 274. The armor is 1865. It's rolled for stamina 1263. And we have exotic damage resilience, skill haste, and increased kill on XP. And also we have a operator pack with specialized on it. The gear score is 267. The armor is 1139. It's rolled for electronics 1220, and it has health and disrupt resistance. For our next gear items, we're going to head over to Park Ave checkpoint in the dark zone to run the police M4. You got one here with the gear score of 268, 22% enemy armor damage, and the talents it has is destructive, unforgiving, and responsive. 53rd Street checkpoint in the dark zone. And here the dark zone vendor has a tactical mask with refreshed on it. The gear score is 276. The armor is 971. It's rolled for firearms 1143, and it has health on kill and blind death resistance. And then also we got a tyrant suppressor with 7.50% crit hit chance, 4% crit hit damage, and 6% headshot damage. For our next gear items, we're going to head over to East 46th Street checkpoint in the dark zone. Dark zone vendor has a prototype performance mod with 2% post crit hit damage. And then also we got a reflex sight with 7% crit hit chance, 2.50% stability, and 6% headshot damage. Checkpoint in the dark zone with 7.50% seeker mine explosion radius. Over the East 40th Street checkpoint in the dark zone has a spec ops pack with inventive on it. The gear score is 276. The armor is 1276. It's rolled for firearms 1229, and it has crit hit damage and bleed resistance. Street checkpoint in the dark zone. Zone vendor has a prototype firearms mod with 257 firearms and 2.50% exotic damage resilience. And then also we got a C79 scope 3.4 with 19% crit hit damage, 2.50% stability, and 2% accuracy. The East 31st Street checkpoint in the dark zone. The dark zone vendor has some gunslinger gloves with the talent Savage on them. The gear score is 260. The armor is 853. It's rolled for firearms 1137. And they have crit hit damage, SMG damage, and health on kill. 5th Ave checkpoint in the dark zone. Operator vest with the talent Vigorous on it. The gear score is 264. The armor is 1803. It's rolled for electronics 1152. And we have on it enemy armor damage, health, and increased kill on XP. And then also we have a prototype performance mod with 3.50% seeker mine damage. So head over to DZ2 safe room with inventive on it. and the gear score is 265. The armor is 1217. It's roll for electronics 1184, and it has crit hit damage and bleed resistance. For our next gear item, we're going to head over to DZ4 Safe Room. Dark Zone Gear Mod Vendor has a prototype performance mod with 4% ballistic shield damage for those D3 builds. Next gear items, we're going to head over to DZ8 Safe Room. At this Dark Zone Gear Vendor, we got a Gunslinger vest with the Talent Vigorous on it again. This one has a gear score of 274. The armor is 1859. It's roll for stamina 1212, and it has exotic damage resilience. Next gear items, DZ9 Safe Room. Ammo capacity. In here at the Dark Zone Weapon Mod Vendor, we have a Omega Rifle Suppressor Tan with 17% headshot damage, 2% accuracy, and 3% crit hit chance. And that is pretty much it for this vendor reset. Thank you everybody. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. I appreciate that support. Appreciate y'all checking it out. And I will see y'all with the next one. Holla at y'all. Take care. Peace.